Good morning everyone, welcome to another episode of the Crypto Wave. It's me, Joey V. Today is Sunday and the charts are looking pretty. First we'll take a look at the spiderweb. As you can see, we are respecting the spiderweb. Last video we were here and we dropped down to this ones. Like I said, it would possibly happen. We would dump down here, find some support, and then ultimately pump up into this one. You can see that people are taking some profit here, so people are front running this. I think that we are not touching 46 until the markets open, paying attention that today is Sunday and people are waiting for the markets to open, and there is a CME gap somewhere around here, which is where we closed on Friday, somewhere around here. Well, let's just look at it really quick. It's at 42,900. That's where the CME closed. Getting back to our spider line, we have a CME gap at 42,900, so somewhere around here it's a CME gap, so we can drop to this level. But I think that we will, if we drop to this level and we find support, we will pump to the top of the spider line. If not, we will get some support again at the 40k level, and maybe somewhere between the 40k and the 39 is where I expect for us to drop and to find some support and then keep on pumping. Looking into market cipher, we can see that money is exiting the market. Money flow, it's slightly in the green, it's really thin, and we are getting two red dots here, and this is a bearish divergence, so price is going up and the momentum oscillators are going down, so we should expect some more of a downwards movement. So this is what I'm expecting right now in the immediate short term, a slight downwards movement, maybe down into the 40k level. And if you want to get market cipher, you can get it in the link below in the description, so be sure to check that. Right now market cipher is on sale, so if you buy it now you can get a nice deal for it. And let's turn Emasar on, and I have a nice surprise for you guys. As you can see, the bands have flipped bullish. Like I told you, we were in a downtrend, and if we kept on pumping into the underworld, the bands would flip bullish, and that's exactly what happened, guys. The bands have flipped bullish and we are right now pumping through the sky. Pumping, well, we are above the moons, so we are pumping on the moon. We are walking on the moon, guys. Bitcoin at the 4 hour is bullish, but right now we are mooning, and that is good. When we are mooning, if there is a lot of rocket fuel, we will keep on mooning. Don't expect this mooning to be continuing too much because we have just flipped bullish. So right now we need to come down and test the 50 EMA, and if this one doesn't hold, we will test the 200 EMA. So I'm expecting a drop into the 40k level, 40.8, and if this one doesn't hold, we could expect some more dumpage into this level, 37k, 37.5. It's where the 200 EMA is. So if the 50 EMA doesn't hold, we'll drop to the 39k level and then to the 37k level. This one should hold, and if this one holds as support, we will keep on pumping into the moon and start a new bull trend. So this is it, guys. Accumulation is done. Get ready. We will continue on pumping. We will see 100k this year. Let's look into the Wyckoff pattern. Looking into the Wyckoff pattern, you can see that we thought that this was a spring and then this was a test, but we had a failed phase D, and then we had another spring, another test, this one's, and this was what we were expecting to happen here. So it happened here. Everyone was expecting this to happen here. It didn't happen. Some more accumulation followed. Spring, test, last point of support. We have a first sign of strength. Then we come down. We have another point of support. And then the real sign of strength where we break through resistance. And right now we should come down here and test resistance as support. This will be the ultimate place to place your longs. As I told you, I'm not a financial advisor, but this will be, if this one turns into support, this will be the best place to put on a legacy long and let it ride into 100k or near 100k. I was expecting a drop and then a pump. Yeah, it happened. Drop and then a pump. This one didn't happen, this pump. So we had a slight drop here. We tested this EMA, the 200 EMA, and then the pump. So this is awesome, guys. Look for this resistance turning into support, and for phase E to keep on pumping. Next target would be 52. Let's trace a quick Fibonacci here, from this spring up until here. We almost tested the 78.6. Let's put this one here. Yeah, we tested the golden pocket briefly. So I'm expecting that we test the 38.2 and come down to 40k. This is what I'm expecting. The first drop will be to the golden pocket at the 42k level, and then I'm expecting a drop to this shallow fib into the 38.2. Looking into the RSI, the ADX is bullish, the bull DI is above the bear DI, and the ADX is bullish, so I'm expecting that the ADX will continue on pumping a little bit more, maybe into this, and the bull DI will keep on being above the bear DI if the ADX keeps on pumping. When the ADX starts curving down, I'm expecting that the bear DI to come up a little bit and maybe cross the bull DI, but ultimately the bull trend should win. And looking here into the RSI, you can see that we are in a bull zone, but I'm expecting this one to come down, test the frontier of the bull zone, and when support is gathered, this one should be at the 40k, and then we'll keep on pumping again, maintaining ourselves inside the bull zone. So this is it for Bitcoin. Let's look into Ethereum really quick. So it is doing a little bit of a different thing. This was the Wyckoff accumulation for Ethereum. As you can see, we had a little bit different. We had a spring, a test, a pump, but we weren't able to get into the resistance lines. We came down, we had another spring, and then since the spring, since we have tested this zone, we are pumping, and we are pumping non-stop. We had a huge upgrade on Ethereum this last week. We had the London hard fork upgrade, so this marks the start of a new era for Ethereum. Right now, a lot of Ethereum has been burned. This is starting to make Ethereum go deflationary, and this is the first step into proof of stake. So this was the first halving for Ethereum. Expect that when proof of stake hits and when the difficulty mining bomb hits in December, expect that price to have skyrocketed by then. So I'm placing my bets big on Ethereum on this bull run, but as you can see, this is a huge pump. So right now I'm expecting that we test the resistance lines as support. This is the first thing that I'm expecting, so I'm expecting a drop to the 2700 level, and we should hold these lines as support. So I'm expecting a drop to the 2700 level, and then a major drop maybe to the 2600, between 2700 and 2600, hold it as support, and then break above. This is what I'm expecting. Let's just adjust this Fibonacci level. As you can see, we tested the golden pocket, and then we pumped like crazy. Let's just put this one here, and exactly like I expect, the 50 EMA is at the 2700, the golden pocket is there too, and the shallow fib is at the 2400. Maybe this could be a wick, but if we like slow bleed our way into this, to the 78.6, there is some support here, and then bleed into the golden pocket, maybe when we get here, the 200 EMA it's at 25 or 2600, and we don't drop so further down into the shallow fib. So maybe the shallow fib would be a little bit more to the upside. Let's put it here. Yeah, the shallow fib would be right in alignment with the 50 EMA, but I'm expecting more something. Well, I'm expecting like the extreme case would be this, like the 200 EMA continuing and a slight touch of it near the 25.5, 2600. Looking at the ADX and the ADX is pumping hard, the bull DI is above the bear DI, so I'm expecting that this should come down a little bit, bringing the bull DI with it and pushing the bear DI up, but then I'm expecting more pumpage of the ADX as the RSI comes down, tests the frontier of the bull zone and makes its way up, confirming that we are indeed in a bull trend. Market Cipher is telling us that we should come down again, the momentum wave is coming down, money flow is deep in the green, so I'm thinking that it will come down a bit, but it will maintain itself in the green, and we will get another green dot maintaining the pump. But only after touching the 50 EMA, I'm expecting that to happen. In the immediate short term, I'm expecting downwards movement into the 50 EMA. If that one fails, I could spend some time here, then test the 200 EMA, and then continue the pump. This is what I'm expecting for Ethereum. Let's look into CryptoQuant. So CryptoQuant is giving us another buy signal. We just crossed above this green zone. This is a taker buy sell ratio. So every time that we touch this green zone, we have a buy signal, price goes up. We came down here, we are inside the green zone, we are moving up, so price is moving up. We have touched it, price is moving up again. Okay, you see when we get out of this bull zone, this green zone, we still have some more of some days of pumping. It was like 3 to 4 days of pumping. So I'm expecting that we start the week now dumping immediately and then pumping. That is why I'm like a short dump to gather some support and close the CME gaps, and then an immediate pump. That is what I'm expecting, and this will be a fast ride into the 60k level. Yes, that's what I'm thinking. By the end of the month, start of September, we will be at 60k. Let's look into the stablecoins ratio. So this is the stablecoin ratio. It is going up little by little, which is good. We have accumulation done, and we can start on pumping. This is our exchanges to derivative exchanges Bitcoin. So still a lot of Bitcoin is entering derivative exchanges. As you can see, this number is going up. So I'm expecting that it will continue to go up. But right now I'm expecting that the price should drop a little bit. But I'm expecting this number to ultimately continue on going up, which is a sign of strength into this next bull rally. Let's look really quick into Trader. Before that, I'll show you, I have an open trade on Ethereum. I'm longing this support right now. Not a lot of contracts, we already took some profit. I have a stop loss right above my entry point, because I'm expecting that price should drop a little bit. But if price doesn't drop and it keeps on pumping, when we break the 3100 level, I will add into my long and I will ride it into God knows where. I'm expecting that this one should drop right now. So I have this stop loss in effect, and then I will DCA into my long position and ride the reversal uptrend upwards. We are looking at Ethereum on the 1 hour chart on Binance, and there is a reason that I'm showing you guys the 1 hour chart, because I'm wanting to show you the liquidity and how the liquidity moves from 10 to 25% distance from the price. So I've been tracking the movements of these guys, the whales. I consider these guys to be some whales because they are dictating price movement right now. This is what I'm thinking. So you can see that when the bands are large, we are in an accumulation zone, and usually there is a pump. When the bands get to this one, to these levels, there is a pump. You can see you got to these levels and there were a pump. And then the immediate percentage of buyers near the price, this is the 1%, like deep into the 5%, they turn red because they are the ones getting liquidated. These are shorts getting liquidated and getting open. Well, not getting liquidated, but in order for us to move up, we need the guys near the price to sell their positions. So this is what's happening. The movements near the price, guys are selling their positions, and deep below the price from the 10 to 25%, you see they are buying less, and when this gets really less, like when there is some sharp movement here, we usually have a pump or a dump. And we started getting stronger here, we're getting larger, and price is starting to see some little pumps. We got larger here, another pump, and then a dump, then we turn red. Okay, so this was another accumulation zone, and I was tracking this, and once this flipped green, I placed a long here, and right next to it on the next hourly candle we had a pump, and since then we've been pumping. Here we got narrow again, and then we got large, and another pump. So I'll be tracking this wallet's movement, this percentage movement. So right now we are getting narrow, so I'm expecting that price to move downwards into this EMA to the 2700 level. Yeah, that's what I'm expecting. So let's look into the 5 minutes. You can see that we are hitting resistance support has been broken. This one, we had a lot of orders here supporting the price. They have been broken. We are trying to get above this EMA, but I don't know. We are trying to get to this resistance again. As you can see, we are getting a lot of topping signals here. The spots are selling. Perpetuals are longing each dip. They long this one and they are longing this one aggressively. But I'm thinking that we need to go into the 27. That would be the most extreme scenario for Ethereum, but we have a lot of support at the 3K. At the 3000 level we have a lot of support. We have 52 millions of support, 63 from where the price is into the 3000 level, but we also have a lot of resistance at the 3200 level, which is right here. We have 85 millions of resistance above us in the immediate short term. So in order for us to move 10%, we would need to clear through 220 millions of resistance, and in order for us to move to the 2800, we need to clear through 148 millions of support. So right now I'm expecting a slight move into this liquidity box, somewhere around the 5 to 10%, so 3000 level to the 28, maybe a week into the 27. Looking into Bitcoin, we can see that we had a lot of longing here. This is the 1 hour chart. As you can see, it says 5 minutes here, but here it says 1 hour, so this is the 1 hour. You see exactly the same thing. The wallets were narrow, and when they started to go large, to go long, which means that support is moving on up and we are pumping. You see, every time these wallets, these bands get large, the price moves up. Right now they are enlarging a little bit again, so price is moving up. So for Bitcoin, I'm expecting an immediate pump, maybe right now looking into the order book, maybe somewhere between the 45 and the 46k, because I'm looking at it and we have a lot of support at the 44k. We have 78 millions, but it's not mostly on Binance. This is, I think, Coinbase and FTX. So we have 125 millions of support at 43k and 174 millions of resistance at the 46. So if we are to move on up, we are to expect a move somewhere between the 45 and the 46k level, but I'm favoring a little pump into this level, but then a dump into the support zone of somewhere between around 42k level. If 44 breaks, 42 will be the next one. If that one doesn't hold, I'm expecting a move into the 40k level. But this one, it looks like it might be holding. But we have a CME gap here, so pay close attention as to this one develops. If you are to go on here, please exercise caution and place your stop losses where they should be. As soon as you are in profit, place them above your entry point. And see you on the next episode of the Crypto Wave, guys. This was it from me today.